Welcome back to another episode of the Top Show. So, we got this New Heroes Return banner today, and this one's a little bit awkward compared to the previous ones. I thought what they were going for with these banners was to bring back characters that are kind of in limbo, where they don't really have a spot where they come back. Like the Ascended Heroes, the Attuned Heroes, the Rearmed Heroes, Aided Heroes, etc. Like, those characters, they're not in the standard summoning pool, and they don't really have a place where they come back. So, I thought that's what the point of this banner was, but here we are, New Heroes Return, with a bunch of heroes that never left. Like, this guy, he's still around. You can free pull him on banners with your free pull if you get lucky. Same goes for Shirena over here. All of these brave heroes, I don't really know what they're doing on here, but I guess here they are. And speaking of which, I actually managed to pull a couple of these guys on those daily anniversary banners that they were doing for all those free pulls. I pulled this guy twice, and I pulled Shirena once. So it is definitely possible to get these guys as pity breaks on off-focus banners. So I don't really know why they're here. I get that they're popular units and they're still pretty effective in terms of meta, but honestly, I'd much rather they just toss all of the characters that are in limbo on this banner instead. Also, it's good for fodder pulling. Like, if you're just going for rearmed and attuned heroes to get the fodder banks, it's better to have two of them on one color as opposed to just one. So, anyways, with that out of the way, let's actually take a look at the color shares here and see if this is any good. But spoiler alert, not really. If you're going to summon on a banner like this, I mean, this one over here has got the double special rates, where it's 6% for 5-star, and then you get no pity breaks at all. So that's pretty good, but you're honestly better off summoning on the Hero Rises banner if that's what you're going for. And there are actually, like, significantly better color shares over here, and the units are just outstandingly better. Ryoma is over here too, but he's got a better color share partner on this one. He's got the Emblem Corin, who's got way better fodder than that Brave Byleth over there. She's an emblem hero with a ring. Merges on her are more impactful because they help strengthen the emblem ring itself. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I really am scratching my head as to what they were going for with this one. Unless they just wanted to purposely make it a skip banner, which, in that case, they actually pulled it off. So, yeah, Ryoma, he's pretty good. We already know this. He's on the Emblem banner, or the Hero Rises banner, where he's very good over there, too. We got Duelist Blow and Tumultuous Echo, both primary skills you want to go for with this guy. Attack and Speed, Faith, and Gust. I guess Faith is okay, but, like, Gust is on its way out the door already. We've got better alternatives. Faith, even though Faith is okay, especially if you're running Tumultuous Echo, it's not going to be available on units that have, like, preference passives already, or preference specials, because you're not going to be able to run Echo skills there, and you'd rather just go for one of the Echo C skills instead of Faith. But at least that's just my opinion. The Bulwark can come in handy, but other than that, Ryoma is a very good, very solid unit. Okay, so Byleth over here. Byleth is good, but he already got power crept by the Harmonic Duo Celica from the Harmonic banner. And his fodder is not really much better than Ryoma's. Actually, it's worse, because he doesn't have an Echo skill or a good Ace skill like Ryoma does. So we have Gust and Faith once again, just like Ryoma, and then Null Sea Avoid, which the avoid in Null Sea Avoid stands for avoid this passive, pretty much. There's better B skills for just about everything, and having Null Sea as a hard skill, like just going straight out of your way to get that, is not really a good idea, because we have it as a drive on a unit like Duo Harmonic Hector, or you could get it as a start-of-turn bonus on Fell Spirit. So, yeah, there's just no reason to run Null Sea Avoid at all, in my opinion. But Byleth, he still has the 3-range style, which is still good. He does have everything SP boost, which is good for grinding SP. But outside of that, can't really recommend this guy at the moment. Okay, next up on blue, we have the Arcane Hinoka, who's a pretty solid unit for fodder. Air Superiority and Blue Skies 4, both of them have alternatives that are maybe better in some cases. Like, Heavenly Soar has better scoring for Arena. It doesn't have the potent, though, like Air Superiority, so you could say it's a side grade, Blue Skies 4 definitely has an upgrade, though, which I can't remember the name of the skill, but it's basically just a better version of Blue Skies. And then she has Haze Slice, which, again, is out the door. You'd rather go for anything, really. Celestial Form, Arc Rival, Gale Force Mist. There's, like, a lot of options that you could give to this Hinoka, but Haze Slice ain't one of them, sadly. And then she has Arcane Crimson, which is actually not too bad of an arcane weapon, but I just wish it was a little better. Mainly the Crux debuff that it's got here. Attack speed and defense -5. That's okay, but I think they should have put another effect in there too. Maybe exposure. Just get the +10 damage. It's always a good thing when you've got these Crux debuffs that come with exposure built in, because they stack up. Like, if you've got multiple units who have it, then you're just getting +10 damage each time that happens. So it's like +10, +10, +10. All of a sudden, you're doing ridiculous amounts of damage, right? So, yeah, I would have much preferred if her Crux debuff was a little better on this weapon, but it is what it is. Pretty much, that's all there is to say. Okay, she is color sharing with the Brave Balder, who's also a very good unit. Arc Rival and Deadly Miasma are still pretty relevant skills. Speed Taker 4... I mean, there's rare cases where it can still be pretty good, but not that common, honestly. So I would say it's not like a high priority fodder skill. And then Balder herself is actually a very good unit still. Hasn't really aged a day since her Brave banner came out. So she gets the +1 movement. She gets the color style, which is a really good mechanic, especially with Arc Rival. And then what else she got? Brave attacking. Hold on, let's take a look here. Oh, God. Okay, I didn't expect to have to read that much, but yeah, I mean, the main takeaway is that she's just a really good DPS when she's got color advantage, and her being a double-colored unit is pretty good. So, yeah, I mean, still an effective unit, though I don't think this is the banner you want to summon to get copies on. All of these Brave heroes are going to be back on a Hero Fest banner later, and most likely we're going to get tickets for that banner, too. So... if you want to get more copies of these guys, I would say just wait. Okay, then over on green, we've got the Toddler Tiki, the Attune Tiki, who pretty much all her fodder has been aged out, with the exception of Dragon Flame. Like, that's still a little bit better than stuff like Flame Wall and Ice Wall, so Dragon Flame is still okay. But, I mean, there's so many good specials right now, and Comet's another great special, so... I don't know, like, I wouldn't put super high value on Dragon Flame at the moment. Res Scowl Echo is okay, but there's certainly better Echo skills to go for. Edge Scales is not quite as good as some of the recent B skills like Pair Up and such. And then Distant Bonus Doubler is not as good as Distant Bonus Amp and so on. So yeah, outside of that, Tiki is just trying to be an Omni Tank, and she's not that crazy at being an Omni Tank, sadly. So yeah, that would be a skip. And then Brave Shirena, who's still very good. One of the better units for Aether Raid's offense with her action economy. I love the way that she gives bonus actions, by the way. Just, all you gotta do is attack while you're within 3 spaces of her, and then she refreshes herself and the ally. It's just really convenient. It's just very easy to use it. Very good for Aether Raid's offense, like I mentioned, and I've never regretted running this Shirena. Anytime I've had her on the team, she's always been a big help. So... nothing really bad to say about her. Magic Light fodder is not as good as Logic fodder anymore. And then Attack and Speed Ari is still pretty good. Speed and Res Shackle is still okay. So, as far as fodder goes, she's not too bad. And then usability is where she really shines. And then finally, on Colorless, we have the aided Yunaka over here, who is an okay unit, but at this point, the Ninja Yunaka is just straight up better. So... I don't know if you'd rather go for this unit over the Ninja one. She's also not a fodder bank, being an aided hero. They really should have just done that, right? Like, just made all of those special heroes be fodder banks in the process. Like, the entwined heroes, the aided heroes, all of those special unit types. I feel like they'd all just make sense to be fodder banks, because they're not in the regular pool anyway, right? So, like, just give them a little bit more value. It give us more of a reason to want to summon them. But, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Full Disarm and Active Lookout are actually still pretty good fodder. really good for Aether offense, full disarm, and then active lookout is just good everywhere. Just being able to go ahead and pop an assist out of your C skill to reposition allies is nice. So, yeah, nothing really bad to say about that. And then Brave Vector Deer, who's just a great fodder unit. You got Physical Save, which is awesome, and then Swap Gate is awesome. So he's still pretty good. He's still usable, too, to an extent. I mean, if you're giving him proper support, if you got, like, Duo Balder and Duo Freya nearby to inflict their crazy Crux debuffs on the enemies, then it can be really tough to get rid of this guy. But for the most part, he still falls to most of the crazy player phases that we've got running around right now. So he can't really hang in there with the best of them, but I do still like this guy. He's still giving great support with the fringe bonus and the stats and all that. And then, of course, like his ability to turn somebody else into a save unit is still pretty valuable. So, yeah, there you guys go. That is the breakdown for the banner. I would say skip, 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 skip. There's no reason to be summoning on this. We'll go for red here, see if we can get Ryoma, because I don't have him. Okay, that is not Ryoma, but did I honestly expect to get Ryoma? Nope. So, yeah, let me know what you guys were able to get on your free pull. But we are, in a couple of days, going to get the trailer for the next seasonal banner for March, and you'd be much better off saving your orbs for that. So, this is your boy Tacho signing out, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.